Hi everyone. So I'm going to show you what Penzu is about. Penzu is an online journal. It's kind of like your electronic version of a notebook. As students every day they write in the journal to practice with their writing, to help improve the writing skills, work on grammar, or sometimes, depending on the teacher, will provide each student with a different topic or the same topic each day. And instead of having students, pull out their notebook, they could just log in using a computer or a laptop. They could just log into their account and they could start writing in their, quote unquote, their electronic journal. And I recommend Penzu because Penzu is really easy to use. It gives students the freedom to have control over their entries. As you can see here, there's different features that students can use. Um, Students could add pictures to their journal. I'll show you an example. Depending on the size of the pictures, students could, like, for instance, if they're writing a journal about their friends, their families, or about the pets, or any other things, they could add pictures related to their topic or whatever they're writing about. I'm gonna add a picture of Snoopy, for Thanksgiving. Also, students can share if they want to, and with the permission of the teacher, they can share their entry to any other student in the classroom, or if they just want to keep it, locked, for privacy. Here, students, they have the option to change the font, the size, the style. Also check for grammar or spelling issues too. Students, if they want to print this particular entry, they could. Also, if they want to save or start with a new entry, with a new sheet, with a new topic. Here is the date. Student also have the option to change the date. Also here, if the student wants to go back to their previous, as you notice, I had created a couple entries. I was just playing around, it's a really useful tool, especially for teachers. And this is more of a personal journal. Actually, Penzu has what they call it the Penzu classroom version. Here, the teacher, they pay $49 per year. And actually, as you can see here in the website, um, teachers can, grade each journal entry. They could submit grades. They could share within the class. Also online, they could post like assignments or topics, and students would simply just log into their account and they could see what their teacher had posted. Um, Also for feedbacks, like for instance, a teacher could post feedbacks on each entry, add comments to help the students, like for instance, if they're working on the grammar or working on an essay or working on a short story, the teacher could add feedbacks or comments too. Like for instance, if the student is absent, they can't, there's no excuse where they cannot, miss their writing their journal. They could just simply, if they have access to a computer and internet, just simply log in and then just continue working there. Or sometimes if they want to see what they receive in their grades or any comments that their teacher, has sent, they could just log in. There's different features here as well. And it's only what the teacher does is just they just create an account, um, pay the annual fee, and then they're given a lot of access. Here's an example what I mean, like for comments or grading. And here, students, each student has their own account, and teachers are in charge. The teacher can manage their student's account. Here's some examples as well. So using this technology tool, I think it's very useful and helpful for the students. As I mentioned in my comments, sometimes we need to come up with new innovative ideas using technology. For this journal, I think this is something that I highly recommend in classrooms. Sometimes we need to, step away from the old traditional, like for instance, the whole traditional notebook where students every day they have to write in the journal, and then by the end of the week, teachers have to collect the journal. I mean, this is a lot easier for both the students and the teacher. And not only that, as our students, as you can see, they're more tech savvy and they're more on their computers or on their phones using text. Well, this is an example where they could just work on the paper, instead of writing, just type in, And also for students who are more visual learners too, this is helpful. And I feel like students using Penzu, they're gonna have a lot more fun enjoying writing using this tool instead of just the regular notebook and pencil, just writing their journal entry of the day. I mean, this is something unique and different. And students, as I mentioned, they have the freedom to change font colors, modify their journal entry, and I think they're gonna have a lot of fun. Like if they want to share it in class about what topic they wrote about, share with their fellow students too as well. So I highly recommend. And this version is like the personal account version, and it's for free. The Penzu Classroom is the one that teachers pay per year, and that's it.